So I'm going to give you a quick demo on how to prepare Tamarillo seeds or tree tomato. These are some fruits I brought from the market over in Java, and you can see inside each fruit here there's a lot of seeds. The pulp in there is just full of seeds, and we use Tamarillo as a placenta 2 emergent early crop species. So you can eat it as you can eat it as fresh fruit, or you can cook it. So it doesn't have a lot of sugar in it. Some people might not like it. People make chutneys out of it and things like that, because it's not really a sweet fruit. But you can also use it in place of tomato. If you're going to make sauces and things like that. Sorry, there's a truck running past. So what we're going to do is we're going to ferment these seeds. There's lots of seeds falling out already. In order to get this pulp, all this pulp off, and make the seeds easy to dry and store and use when we need them, and also to enhance germination, we're going to ferment them. And there's enough carbohydrates in the fruit itself to cause the fermentation. So what we're going to do is just basically using our hands, we're going to munch it up. Munch. All right? So smash them all up, pop it, put it into some water. I'm using rainwater here because it won't have any chlorine in it, which would inhibit microbes. I'm going to chuck all these in. And what I've started doing recently is, instead of just allowing the microbes that are on the surface of the fruit, or my hand for that matter, to do the fermentation, I've started using a leaf out of the jadam system and the indigenous microbes. So what I do is I'm going to get a handful, well, just like a tiny bit of leaf mold soil from the forest that contains a lot of healthy microbes and like a high diversity of microbes. And we're going to put that in there so that it enhances the fermentation process, and hopefully also inoculates the trees with some good microbes, fungi and bacteria. And I've found, when I've done this before, I've found that it works much better than just a wild fermentation. It's like an extra wild fermentation, isn't it? Because we're taking stuff out of the forest. Now these are going to ferment for about 4 to 5 days, and then we're going to run these through a filter, just through a sieve. God damn, it's peak hour here, isn't it? Run them through a sieve. We'll separate out off the skins. See, it's already started to ferment and separate. Those will, separate out. The bad seeds will continue to float. You'll find the good seeds will start to sink. And before you run it through the sieve, if you want to, the seeds will settle to the bottom. So what you can do is just tip off all the water slowly, leaving the residue at the bottom. And then you can fill it up with water again, repeat that process a couple of times, and you're already halfway there then. And then the next step is to run it through a kitchen sieve. I'd suggest buy your own kitchen sieve. Don't use your wife's kitchen sieve. Bad policy. All right, so you do that a couple of times, and then you just lay them out on a tray in a not windy area until they're nice and dry. They'll be like a giant tomato seed. And then you can store them. You can store them for, quite a long time in a dry, cool place, and just use them whenever you need them. So that's Tamarillo. You should never have to buy one again. Just go and buy a fruit, of one that you like. This is kind of an orangey red one. There's yellow, there's red, there's purplish ones. And you should have Tamarillos forever. Good luck.